Hello children. So we move on to exercise 12E of our fundamental concepts on algebra. So this is my first video on 12E, but this is my sixth in this series of fundamental concepts. A few more will follow after this. So here today what we are going to do in this session is addition of algebraic expressions. So we add them. How we add them? There are few simple concepts which you can see in the book also. So I have noted down for you the main points. Then we will go to exercise and do few questions. So first thing, we add only like terms. So in my earlier video I have told you, earlier video lesson, that what are like terms. So P with P, it will be added. Y with Y. Y you cannot add with X. Pen you cannot add with pencil. Somebody will ask you what is total when you get 5 pen and 8 pencil. 5 pen and 8 pencil will remain 5 pen and 8 pencil. It will neither become 13 pencil or 13 pen. So same way we add only like term. Then what we do, children? Sum of like term is a like term. So when you add PP, answer will be P. So see here. First question, 13 plus 6, yeah, 19 plus 2, 21P. So sum of like term is a like term. Numerical coefficient is the sum of the numerical coefficient of the given terms. Okay, so numerical coefficient. So see here this. So PP, answer is P only, but you add the numerical coefficient 13 plus 6, 19 plus 2, 21. This is what I have said. Done over here. What is written here I have done over there. And there is something called column method, children. So when we get into the bigger sums, so that you can do in a row method one after another, which is little problematic and chances of committing error is more. So what we do, children, in column method we write the similar thing, one below the other, and generally if there are more, you will go to class 7, you will see we put them in descending order, x cube, x square, like that, which I doubt you have in class 6. So we put the like term in the same column, we solve. So our addition and subtraction is easier, children. So while doing, I'll teach you this. So here we start. First question I've done for you. Second one, very important thing, children. Here we are doing with numerals or numerical values. So here they are integers. So you see my previous integers, especially part 2 and 3, and one more very concept based video lesson I'll just make on operation on integers. So operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So already I have put 2, but better I put one more. So you kindly go through integers part 2 and part 3 of my video lesson. So you will see how and why we are adding. So this concept will become more clear, and if needed I'll have a separate video lesson, because this is adding of this numericals is a very conceptual thing. Children have a lot of confusion, they are not very confident. So whatever I am doing, you listen to me, you pause the video to write, you can use earphone to listen to what I am saying. Okay, because doing I'll tell you in shortcut, but what is the mathematical logic? So please follow today's lesson and the next part 7 very nicely, because in class 7 and 8 the same thing will come in a little difficulty level will be more. So please try to see here. So 5y minus 13. So y and y you will get y only. No question about it. So 5 and 13. So if you check before, 5 and minus 13 plus 5 and minus 13. So there I have explained to you that subtract when you have 1 plus and minus, when you are adding them. So you can say in one more way. Okay. So when you add 1 plus and 1 minus, the rule is subtract the smaller. Don't see plus minus, don't see here minus. Subtract the smaller, that is 5, from larger, you will get 8. 13 minus 5, and put the sign of the larger. So subtract the smaller from the larger. Okay, 1 minus, don't see the sign here, and put the sign of the larger. So same way over here, children. Okay, subtract the smaller from the larger. So one thing you see, like term a square b, answer will be a square b. Subtract the smaller, don't see minus 1 plus, okay, nothing is here plus. So don't see anything now. That rule is subtract the smaller from the larger and put the sign of the larger. Okay, so next one you see here, we have a fraction and a number. So I'm rubbing this. Okay, so please see this one here. We take LCM as 3 will go 1 time and 1 will go 3 time. So this will be 3, 1 will go 3 time, it will be multiplied with 6. So finally children, we get 1 plus 9 is 10 x y square by 3. Okay, so better you write an improper fraction, because generally we don't convert it to mixed fraction. Now the last one children is very important, 2 part 2. Minus minus, so what we can do, we put minus minus together and minus minus are added. So there are different ways, I'll teach you there. So one of the ways, minus minus we add. This is what is when you have two integers with minus sign, we add them and we put minus sign. So this is b minus 5b, we will get minus 4b, because 1 minus 5. So again you can see children, 1 minus 5, same rule, subtract the 1 plus 1 minus, smaller from the larger and put the sign of the larger. So kindly pause the video and copy. Next we move on to question 2. So see here how we do. So one thing you see, they are like terms, so there is no doubt about it that answer will be x square y. But this is 6 minus 8 and minus 3. I take out all the numerical coefficient or numeral coefficient. Now you see, this is method 1. If you wish, I can show you by other method. So this, if you see children, 6 minus minus added, it gives you minus 11, and same thing x square y. Okay, then 1 plus 1 minus, I taught you, subtract the smaller from the larger, and put the sign of the larger. So let me do this, then I will rub and I'll show you maybe in a different way. Method 1, let us call it method 1, m1, m2. So generally many sum I'll show you. So same way here I'll show you by other method. See here, so answer will be xyz. So what you do, this minus minus, this is another way, you add them with minus sign. Okay, so minus 1 and minus 5, minus 6 xyz. Okay, so another way you write plus here, these two are added, let minus be this inside bracket. So what the rule says, 1 minus and 1 plus. That's why you should see integers chapter nicely, because we are here basically dealing with the addition subtraction of integers, because like term remains like term. So minus 6 plus 2, 1 minus 1 plus. So subtract the smaller from the larger and put the sign of the larger. So we put minus. So please copy. Then this sum I can do in the almost same way. So this sum method 2, if you can see, can be done here. 6xy square, same way like what I did, plus this minus minus you add 11xy square, xy square. Okay, so almost same thing we will come. So plus and minus, 1 plus 1 minus, subtract the smaller 6 from 11, don't see the sign, 11 minus 6 is 5, and we put the sign of the larger. So you see same answer you get. So here I have done two methods for you. I have taken out all the number. If you are not comfortable with this, you do this, minus you do together. So I have done all three together, but generally minus we add. So here you do 2, minus minus you add, then finally you get. So same thing I have done it over here. Next we move on here, very similar. Okay, if here nothing is there, means once you get minus, 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 add all of them. So if 2 or more term are all minus, 3 plus 1 4 plus 7 11, and answer will be minus. Or you could have done it in two method. First do 2, this with this you will get minus 4y plus minus 7y. So when you add two negative children, the modulus or the absolute value you will see is you add, but the sign it is negative only. So this is another method. Directly you do like this. Okay, minus, minus and minus you add, or you do in two step. First you do two terms, then another term you do. Similarly, you see children, this sum m square n, minus minus you add with minus sign. Minus 2 and minus 3 is minus 5. And here you see 1 plus and 1 minus, you subtract the smaller from the larger and put the sign of the larger. So put the sign of the larger means plus. So we don't write generally plus, children. See here the last one, there is one fraction. So what we have over here, you can do it in one go because we have to take LCM. You do in two step, working will be large. So you take LCM 2 will go one time, 1 will go 2 time, and this will also go 2 times. So finally what we get, children? 4 plus 1 5 yz minus 2yz. You can put it inside bracket also as we are doing, or without bracket also. You can directly put minus also. Okay, you can directly put also, because plus minus it's minus only, but you can do by this method also. This is a better method. So 3 minus 2 is 5 minus 2 is 3 by 2. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we move on to the last two questions, that is number 4 and 6. So now we move on to the last two questions of this session. If you see, so we have to find the sum, children. This is question 4 of exercise 12e, and here this is question 6. So this is what is called column method, children. See, so this was the first question, 8a minus 3b plus 11c. Second question was given in a different order, b, a, c. So what I did, just to show you, other question I have not done like that, just to show you that 5b I wrote below 3b minus 3b, minus 6a comes here because it's A, B, C. So this is column method, all the like term, one below the other. 7C I have written. So see, A comes first, then B comes here. So C is here, first term, but we write in the third term. 2A comes here and minus 8B. So you rearrange them, taking care of their sign. So this is what is column method, what I had written in my concept. So 8 plus 2, 10 minus 6 is 4. So plus plus you add and then subtract. So here if you want to do 5 minus 3 and minus 8 is minus 11. Minus 11 plus 5 is minus 6. So if you have any doubt here, you can write this minus 3 minus 8. I write the minus together plus 5. So this is minus 11 plus 5. That same rule, 1 minus 1 plus, subtract the smaller from the larger without seeing the sign, put the sign of the larger. So like term. And the last one, children, all are plus, it's very easy. 9 plus 11 is 20, 27C. So once more, if you wish, you can see here how we have done here. So you can see 8 plus 2, right? Plus board mass, first we do addition, then subtraction. So 10 minus 6 is 4. First we add. So this is the working here, and this working is, B's working is here, and C we don't need any working because all the terms of C are positive. So we move on to the last question of this video session. So 8, and so similarly you can write 8 plus 1 9. both positive you do, then minus 11. So 8 and 1, if you put in bracket, is 9 minus 11. This plus this is 9 minus 11. What you do, children? Then again say 1 plus 1 minus, subtract the smaller from the larger. So subtract the smaller 9 from larger 11 and put the sign of the larger. So this will be minus 2x. So once more 8, here nothing with x means 1. 8 plus 1 9 minus 11. So here integers we have learnt. So again if possible I'll send you the link, or you go through, I've sent you earlier. Integers part 2 and part 3 you must see to see the addition and subtraction of the numerical values. Next, y. This is minus 5y plus 6y plus 7y minus 2y. So what is happening, children? You see here I am writing it for you. Minus 5, okay, or better I'll show you on top. So here just copy, I'm going to rub this. You can copy this also. You pause the video and copy. Then I need some space to show you working of this. So pause the video and copy. Then I do the last part of it. So see the last part here. I'm showing you up because it will be more visible to you. Minus 5. So I told you this is a very important thing, children. Plus 7, nothing is there means, children, plus is there. Minus 2. What we do using Bodmas rule or Damas rule? Plus plus you add, minus minus you also add. 6 plus 7 is 13, minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. 13 minus 7 is 6. So plus 6y. Otherwise you can see 6y you leave. Minus 5 and minus 2 is minus 7. Minus 7 plus 7 cancel out. You are left with 6y. And here you see again plus 3 minus 1 minus 2. This is coefficient of, this was coefficient of y. Okay, we saw, and this is coefficient of z. So minus plus 3 minus minus will be added, but their magnitude will be added, sign will be minus, so you get 0. So children, here I get 0 plus 0z, but I don't write plus 0z or minus 0z. 0 we don't write. So your final answer for question 4 is minus 2x plus 6y. So children, exercise 12b, we have 14 question I see, and I have almost done up to 6. So what I have done is your classwork, and what I have not done is your homework. Please do all the sums, what I have done and what I have not done, and please do the solved examples also. So these are very conceptual question, and I told you you need to recap the concept of addition and subtraction of integers, which we have already done in our previous video lessons. So thank you children for watching this video lesson.